Greetings again, Chad Hirschberger with you. It's time for another hike with me. I'm by myself today. My kids are at home, but I ventured into camp. It seems like during this coronavirus outbreak, Thursdays, it's beautiful. It's another beautiful day, so I thought I'd take a hike. I am, as you can see, starting at the pavilion. And I'll show you walking down the field. And as I walk down here, I have to think about the Frisbee golf baskets. I'm kind of yearning to play Frisbee golf. So maybe we'll have to do a virtual Frisbee golf game someday. Anyway, walking down the field, it's pretty quiet at camp today. Some of the trees in the area are starting to get some buds on. I know my trees at home are. The ones at camp, some of the brush is starting to get some leaves, not leaves, but buds on. I'm gonna walk over here as we go on our hike. Today, here's one of our bluebird boxes. I don't know if you remember the other summer, kids made these to try to attract bluebirds so that they would eat the ticks. There we go. Here's some brush. Has some small buds and leaves coming out. So we're walking down the field. It's a sunny day. It's breezy today, but nevertheless, nice day to be outside, especially in these times when we all have to be at home. Of course, yesterday, the governor said everybody has to stay at home. Tom and I are coming to camp. We are considered a life-sustaining organization according to the governor's list, being a religious organization. So we're continuing to do our work. And one of the things that I spent a lot of time today working on was an application to apply for one of the new programs through the federal government called the Paycheck Protection Plan. The federal government is allowing small businesses, including nonprofits and religious organizations, to apply for a loan that is 2.5 times your average monthly payroll. So we figured all that out today, what our payroll was last year, and they are taking applications starting tomorrow at local banks, and we'll be submitting ours. What that'll do is that can give us some funding. If we get approved, we would receive about $38,000 in money to be used for expenses relating to employment. So we can use it for salaries, we can use it for benefits, healthcare, and retirement. We can use it for utilities. And so if we use that money in the next 2 months, and we have documentation to show what we used it for that goes along the federal guidelines, then at the end of June, the federal government has the option of forgiving that debt. And it basically turns into a grant. So basically the government will be paying us that money to keep our employees employed in the next 2 months. And the idea behind it, when they passed the CARES Act, Congress did in the last week, the idea behind it is that if employers keep employees, sun's in the way there, employers keep employees, it helps not to task the unemployment system, which has gotten so many claims in the last couple of weeks. So we're down here now. I'll show you where we are. We're now on the path. I walked down the field, turned in the path here by hole number 13, I think it is. And we're going to walk down this path. So if you know camp, you probably know where I'm thinking of going today. Let's take a look here. We've got a sign. It's a sign that says Holy Spirit, Babylon Brook, and the Big Tree. We're probably going to one of those 3 sites. Continue walking. Wind died down, that's nice. I'm gonna pan up, because there's just some days that you gotta look up at the beautiful blue sky. My friend Becky and I, who we worked together here when I was a counselor, she and I used to call days like today, when it was just nice, warm, blue, sunny skies, photography camp days, because we had photography camp one year together, and we had some of these kind of days where it's just gorgeous and great to go out and take some pictures. Maybe you can do that in your front yard. Something to do. Oh, guess what? I'm going to turn around here. I was going to show you this. Here's Babylon Brook Chapel. My daughter and I walked down here the other day, and she asked about that. Maybe we'll have to go down there. To go down the path there. Guess what? We're not going there today. And I'll let you in on a little secret. I really don't have time to walk to the big tree, because I have a Zoom meeting later on. I only have one Zoom meeting today. Yesterday I had 3. I was talking to a colleague of mine, and they said, I have more meetings now than I normally do. I'm on the computer on Zoom all the time. So you may have guessed it, we're going to go to Holy Spirit today. The Chapel of the Holy Spirit. This was the first worship site that was built at camp. It was built in the early 1970s. Tom Waters, our site manager, was one of the people who actually built this site. When they first built it, he and a man by the name of Chuck Palm built this. Holy Spirit, that's where we are. Of course, the benches have been redone over the years, but the altar area is similar to what it was when it was originally built. Tom told me the story one time of them getting this piece of slate that they used for the altar. And you can't see it very well right now. Some moss has grown up and it's getting old and harder to see, but down here where my feet are, there is a little, in the concrete, there is a dove to represent the Holy Spirit. And then on this side of the altar, when it was originally built, there was a little stone structure, taller than I am, that sat, I believe, on this, oh, my shadow's in the way, on this piece of concrete here. And when I was a camper, back in the early 80s, we had a t-shirt that actually had the old stone structure that was on. It was on the t-shirt. In my office, there's a painting that was done a long time ago. It's above the fireplace in my office. And the painting has a picture of the stone structure that was here. Maybe I'll take a picture of that and post it on social media and you can see that. So here we are at Holy Spirit. I'm told that at one time, let's turn this around. At one time, I'm told that you could actually sit here and you could see out over the valley. Of course, the trees have grown up now. And when Claire and I were down here the other day, we noticed there's a little wind chime over here. It's not ringing right now, it's windy, but there's a wind chime. We have no idea who put that up there, but there's a wind chime. Here at the Chapel of the Holy Spirit. And as we've done on these little hikes, we're going to take a moment. We're going to sit here and pause a little bit, take a breather. I was thinking last night when I was at home that, you know, I need to take some more time in these days just to sit and be still. So I ask you to do that with me today. I'm going to turn the camera around and let you look at the cross here at Holy Spirit and sit here in some silence. And then there's a bit of song that's been on my mind lately, and I think I'm going to sing a verse or two of it. It's a Taizé chant, and we'll close out our time together today with that. So let's take a couple of minutes in the silence of the day as the wind blows by, and let's let the Holy Spirit blow into our lives at this time as we are sitting here at the Chapel of the Holy Spirit. Lord, hear my prayer. O Lord, hear my prayer. When I call, answer me. O Lord, hear my prayer. O Lord, hear my prayer. Come and listen to me. O Lord, hear my prayer. O Lord, hear my prayer. When I call, answer me. O Lord, hear my prayer. O Lord, hear my prayer. Come and listen to me. Thank you for joining me today for this hike. Glad that we could walk along together and come see Holy Spirit, the Chapel of the Holy Spirit. As I was sitting here, I was thinking, my good friends Andy and Megan, some of you may know Pastor Andy Weaver and Megan Weaver. They got married here over 25 years ago now. And as I was sitting here reflecting as we had some quiet time, I thought of all the people that were here that day. And I look forward to the day that we can again welcome everybody back to camp, and they can be in this place and in our whole camp, and we can enjoy our company and community together. So until next time when we take another one of these hikes around camp, I'll sign off. Have a good day, stay well, and again remember, wash your hands.